It began with a simple idea, visiting an abandoned hospital. We're at sea on my sailboat, looking for a huge abandoned site on the Italian coast. Upon arriving, I found an apparently abandoned heliotherapy center and a large farm nearby. I had no idea of the scale of what I had just discovered. In the first episode, we visited the farm. I'll put the link in the description and in a card if you haven't seen it yet. We're visiting the remains of the heliotherapy center. Welcome to episode 2 of this trilogy. Hello everyone, welcome to this new crazy adventure. I just arrived from the sea. We're going to explore this huge heliotherapy institute. So it's therapy by the sun, by the sea, so it's a pretty unique kind of treatment. The building's architecture is magnificent, though it's been abandoned for ages. We saw this from the seaside. We're going to check out this crazy place right now. Let's go. All right. Difficult access, that's the patrol. Well, let's see if we can get into this place. It's a huge center. It's by the sea. It's incredibly vast and big. Where is it? Now it looks super barricaded. Let's see if we're lucky or not. A world exists where this damn door is open. Or not, since it's completely smashed, but even so, you still can't open it. Let's not force it. Maybe there's another entrance nearby. We're really by the sea here, and the building is incredible. Look at the size of this thing, and keep in mind you're barely seeing half of it. Yahoo! Okay, that's fine, Morgan, but can you handle this mess? That's another story. It's abandoned and leaning. That's just how it is. I don't know what's beneath me. Let's be careful. There's an entrance and a window. That's good. Incredible. You'll be blown away when you see the front. It's amazing inside. I'm not sure if it connects to everything else, but there's an entrance here. Let's keep going around quickly. I like to check everything. This thing is possibly under the alarm. It's funny because from the road it looked brand new. But actually, when you get up close, you realize it's actually pretty run down. But the door is open. Oh no, there are slats behind it, like big slats tied with wire behind. We'll go in through this hole. She's inside. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Let's go. I'm in. I'm right in front of a calendar. I wanted to see the year. But unfortunately for us, there's no year. There are all the months, but I couldn't find a year on the calendar. So, we won't really know how long it's been abandoned, but I'll do my research later. All right, welcome. I don't know what we'll find in there. It's an institute. An institute of what? I'm not really sure. Spa? Something or other? Well, I don't know. I'm looking. By the way, I probably already explained all this in the introduction if I found out what it was by then. Built in the 1930s alongside the nearby hospital. This 4-story, 5,000 square meter building featuring a classical pediment and a 3,500 square meter park was originally a heliotherapy center for tuberculosis patients. Heliotherapy, involving sunlight exposure, was used to treat tuberculosis with ultraviolet rays. This explains its exposed location facing south by the sea. It worked in conjunction with the Sanatorium hospital, located just above, which sent tuberculosis patients there to be treated. We have to be careful not to get lost, because we absolutely have to exit the way we came in. Otherwise, we'll be screwed in the billions of corridors in this place. They really went all out on security, that's for sure. So, from the outside, it looks brand new, but actually it's pretty run down. I don't know what we're going to find in there, guys. I get the feeling that urbex spots in Italy are pretty empty. Those must be rooms. Staircase shaft, elevator shaft, and marble floor here. The elevator. The thing is a damn maze. All of this must be rooms, I guess. Here, I'm going to make a lot of guesses because we don't know the place at all. Primary care dipped. Psychology, social work, things like that. So, they weren't actually rooms, they were medical offices. That's where they were supposed to see. The doctors were supposed to see their patients in these offices, well, in those offices. It's a maze, really, so I'll do it. The idea is to get to one end of the building, like here, And once we've started from one end of the building, we'll be able to start searching the rest. There are squatters, blankets, and bottles in there. Is anyone there? Wow, look how long that creepy tunnel is. Not sure if anything's still here. All the windows were boarded up at first. I don't know if there's really anything left. I have no idea. I don't know anything about this spot. It's not on any map. We saw it by chance, passing by from the sea, because it was all brand new. The bathrooms and everything, seriously, it was all brand new. I was telling you, we saw it from the sea. So I thought, hey urbex, let's go check it out. They started renovating but didn't finish since the bathrooms are new. It was clearly abandoned mid-renovation. That is, they wanted to start something and they never finished. Let's be careful because it says at the entrance that it's under alarm and video surveillance, so we should be cautious not to trigger anything. That's all new, tags included. I doubt we can open those doors. A big metal door like that, there's not much hope. Doesn't matter. The place is already big enough to explore, so we'll just focus on what's open for now. At least 2 of us and 3 floors, so 5 total. Outpatient hospice Arsa Palestra Chiesa. So what we did before was the outpatient treatments, so those are the small offices we saw, I think. It's really like a maze. Come on, and those doors, you should have seen them. Reinforced doors, seriously. Well, I think we can afford to speak a little bit louder. In my opinion, we're safe, but I'm not really sure, you know, and you see, those are really big doors. They're everywhere. Does it open or not? But actually, it does open. There must be treatment rooms or something, I don't know. It's hard to get an idea when it's empty. It's extremely difficult to figure out what it used to be. When you visit a place that's been completely emptied, it's not easy to know what was there originally. I'm careful where I go because we don't want to get lost in this labyrinth. These must be treatment rooms too. All this stuff, it's all tiled everywhere. There's small rooms like medical offices. Here we're coming into the showers. These are the sanitary blocks. There were several sinks, several showers. You can see that it was still nice though. Those are the shower stalls. It must have been a doctor's office to receive patients. I think there must have been a desk, something here, something like that. What's pretty crazy is that from what I saw on Google, because I did a quick little search, it was still operating 3 years ago. 3 years ago, that means this building was functional. It looks abandoned for 15 years, which is strange. But how do we get up there? I haven't seen any stairs. We need to find the elevator shafts. Stairs are usually nearby. I'm not saying there are only elevators. Because right now, we're stuck, you know, because usually, not far from an elevator, there should be some stairs. I don't like what I'm seeing. Tell me it's out of power. Change of atmosphere. Oh my God. Mortuary camera, what does that mean? Mortuary room. Camera, room. This was the mortuary room. I think they had to put the coffins here. It's strange, if we go by the sign, it's here, that's what it says. We're going down. No, it's here, mortuary room, mortuary room. We're about to enter the morgue, guys. This is getting intense here. Possibly a room for washing bodies. No, but that's clearly what it is. These are mortuary rooms where they put bodies and coffins during mourning. So yes, we're in the mortuary rooms. Those were small opaque glass items. We may have found information, some papers, though I'm not sure what they are. No, it's a military thing, nothing to do with it. And those were rooms that were air-conditioned so the bodies wouldn't rot. The mortuary rooms here were only used when the building was a retirement home. Before that, when it was a sanatorium, a heliotherapy center, patients who died of tuberculosis were sent directly to the crematorium to avoid any risk of contamination. We'll see that in the next video during the hospital exploration. Alright, let's go up. I'll be careful. Oh, it stinks here. Actually, right now we're in areas reserved for staff. We're not in the parts that were open to the public, obviously. It doesn't look the same at all. It's super smelly here. We're in the rooms where normally you never have access if you're just a regular person. There are paintings here. They were keyboards for the different departments. There's another board. What's on it? Local health unit. It's old, from 2002. If I go by that, it's been abandoned for 23 years. That makes sense when you see the state of the place. All right, the morgue rooms are done. I want to find the center of the building at the main entrance and start again from there. Actually, instead of wandering around in crazy labyrinths, but it just keeps going up here. Damn, the floors are huge. That's the emergency room. In an emergency, the emergency room is available. Ah, yeah, okay, welcome. It was reinforced, the ceilings, the copper work was clearly done. Ah, it's all brand new, but for me, it's the doors, you know, they're beautiful, the doors, they're brand new. Those were bedrooms, yeah, now we're getting into the rooms. They each had a terrace. You see, it was for people in wheelchairs. Everything was at floor level. The shower tray was right there. You could go in with a wheelchair, and there must have been a toilet. Actually, we're at least one floor up. We're not on the ground floor yet. It was clean, really. I think the building was abandoned due to stability and fragility issues. Well, you don't realize that from the road, because from the road the facade looks really super clean, but you really notice it from the sea. When you see the terrace floor sloping like crazy, actually, it's completely falling apart, I think. So there was a terrace here, and actually the main entrance is over there in the front. We still need to go up half a floor. I need to avoid shining my flashlight into the windows since there are people nearby and we're next to the road. Well, I clearly think it's going to be empty. Still, I hope we'll end up finding something, because for now there are nice doors, but that's about it. There's not much else. Another room, and again the same bathrooms. I think all the rooms are identical. Clearly, I really think absolutely all the rooms are identical. Let's go up. Let's go up. We're going to see what's hidden higher up. We'll try to find you the main entrance because it looks incredible. Guys, it's the back rooms. It's crazy, these big buildings like this, all empty, it can be so impressive. And you see, look, it had been renovated, they had already run new cables, they had installed new outlet boxes and everything. I'm sure this thing was abandoned in the middle of construction, you know. Maybe that's why they kept the doors and everything. You see, the bathrooms, honestly, I'm sorry, this one, it's new, that's new, it's never been used, it was just installed, everything was completely installed brand new, and then ciao, basta, and that's it, no more money, they abandoned ship. The two guys are still at the entrance. Should we be careful? I think the building is completely symmetrical, it really looks like it, it's the same layout everywhere, it clearly looks like it's symmetrical on the other side. It's all new here too, see? They still haven't installed the radiators. This tile is brand new, clearly everything is new here. So my theory is that the whole thing was kind of in bad shape. They wanted to do some work, they started renovating the place. A landslide probably caused cracks to appear throughout the building. It became fragile, so they had to abandon it, and as a result abandon the construction site. I honestly don't see any other options here. Alright, let's go the stairs. The elevator, you see it's marble on the floor. Wow, how is it slanted? Damn, yeah, so clearly I think I know why it's abandoned. Let's hope there's no yelling here because we're entering the main entrance hall. You'd come in through there. That's where it leads. That's the big door in the back by the side of the road, so that was the main entrance to the place. It was built for wheelchair access and people with disabilities. And then the elevator, and it goes to the different floors. We've done -2 and -1. Now we're at T with 5 left to go. That's 8 floors. It feels like a city. We still have 3 hours left and I'm already tired. After the eradication of tuberculosis, a few decades later, the sanatorium was turned into a retirement home until 2012. Then it permanently closed its doors and ended up abandoned. In 2019, during the COVID pandemic, work was started to set up a diagnostic and care center because the hospitals were running out of space. The project failed, and in 2020, the building sold to a Milanese real estate fund for 5.3 million euros, with the aim of becoming a rehabilitation center this time. But to this day, absolutely nothing has changed and the entire building remains abandoned. Let's start by quickly checking this floor to see what's here. There you go. Treatment room, this is for a doctor. All right, let's go. First floor. Let's hope the doors are open because there's a chance they might not be. No, it's fine. There you go, it's all symmetrical. All right, I suggest we go around one wing at a time to see if we find anything and not bother checking every single room. Because honestly, there are like 600 rooms. Those are large watertight doors. What's behind them? Sala? Sala of what? Sala of cuisine. No, but everything was made new here, you know. Bathroom for people with disabilities. The bath for undressing. That's how I understand it, but I'm not really sure. I'm just trying to imagine it a little bit. At the Corteza, be careful, everything's there. The staff situation is really the issue, but honestly, it's brand new. The building looks beautiful outside, but is empty inside. I was expecting to find at least a few things there. Yeah, well, it wasn't a spot I had planned. We found it by chance. Can't really complain, right? It's still urbex. Even when it's completely empty, it's still impressive just because of the size of the thing. You know, having something like that. But I was at least expecting to find something. All right, let's keep going. Let's go up, up, up. I'll check if all the floors are the same, but I doubt it. No, it's smaller here and doesn't go as far. It's odd because the areas for staff and the public are different. The curtains are still on both sides. It was a room here. It was clearly a little place here, second floor, but actually the floor below was a half floor. They're not all the same. What's here? Ah, here, it goes further here. Room. Like here, there was the phone. Yes, it was smashed on the floor. The small wallpaper borders are in front of the bathroom, I think here. It was dismantled for renovation, that's all. Television and phone sockets, definitely a bedroom. And here, there's the terrace with a sea view, because you have to see the view we're paying for from here. So I saw from the sea that all the way at the top, there's a window that's open, so we'll be able to show you the view. I won't open windows now since we'd be too visible, but you'll see it's worth it. Why are there so many arrows? What's this? Oh, but that... Totos. They left the graffiti artists even forgetting their paint cans. Ah, there was just some idiot who saw the graffiti. I would have thought it might have been a sign from the construction guys about what they did here. I don't really know, but damn, it's a maze, like, it's a maze. Oh, you see there too. I definitely think this was abandoned, right in the middle of repairs, in the middle of renovation. You can see it, you can see it. Everything is new. They rewired outlet boxes and everything. It's... Well, that idiot went everywhere. All right, I'm going to quickly rush through the hallways. There's no point. Let me show you. It's all the same. Everything is symmetrical. And as soon as I find something crazy or interesting, I'll get back to you. It's really a shame that you can't feel what we do. But actually, the floor here, it goes down like this. And down here, it goes down like this. It's all crooked. You can feel when you walk here that right now, I'm going uphill. So clearly, it won't last much longer. I think the building is falling apart. Yes, well, you'll see the view. You'll understand what I'm telling you. Those are the rooms upstairs that used to have a view. Mamma Michi, look at the view. It's fine. Did you see how beautiful it is? We saw it when we passed by. Look at that, the view you had from the hospital. It's wild. This is the cleanest and brightest floor here. There's another open window. That one is fully boarded up. Ah, because the shutter actually broke and fell down. The view from this small balcony is really nice. I'm going to go jump over there because I'm hot. Well, besides that, I sanded the whole floor. It's all the same. All the rooms are the same. It's the same 4 floors of rooms. Everything, including treatment rooms, was on the ground floor. Let's check again. I think there's another floor above. We should look in this wing in case we missed anything. Infirmary. There was an infirmary here. Wow, doors. I mean, these are huge fire doors every time. There you go. That was the little infirmary. Nothing too crazy. Normal, you'd say. It's empty. All right, let's go see what's happening all the way at the top. There's still another floor. A floor that probably wasn't accessible to everyone because it was closed off with a gate. I think this area is reserved for staff, clearly. I hope the stairs are still holding up. It's okay because they're already partly broken. Wow, we're right beneath the roof. That's wild. Let's take a quick look, but I don't think there's much to do here. Whoa, the heat. We're now under the hospital roof. Subscribe. It's really hot, and this is crazier than I expected. I thought I'd find more inside, but it was emptier than I thought. Still, it was worth checking out. Hope you enjoyed it. If so, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I won't repeat myself. See you next week. Take care. Bye.